Hey everybody, and welcome back to Superman Crypto, the new branded channel. Hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to be covering lots of cool projects. One of them, of course, is going to be XEN. It's got the most unusual roadmap to value. So we're going to enjoy covering this on crypto. So hope you guys enjoy it. A big shout out to all the communities as well. It's going to be a lot of fun this year coming up. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Let's get into it, folks. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell on the way in. Let us get into some of the alpha here. We've got the XEN price at the moment moving up pretty nicely. As you guys know, was bullish to the upside on the price and had a nice little projection around where the XEN burn would be heading. And that is playing out pretty well. Started off slow because we still had that big 118 billion XEN coming to market, but we've been moving into those 5 low days of XEN between 36 and 51 billion. And of course, that's starting to play out now. And with DBXEN burning really well, it's been super strong. So we can see the price here yesterday. It went at a low of 2,848. So it hit the bottom of that support range, which is pretty nice. And then bounced off that pretty strongly all the way up to close the day at 3,510, which is really nice as well. And today it's already on the move, 3,535. We'll see how it gets on, but it's up 16.6% on 24 hours. So price to the upside, definitely looking good. And we've still got a couple of days of continued momentum potentially. So we're going to talk about that. We've had a lot of trades too on the biggest pair. This is 1.5 million in this liquidity pair, XEN wrapped ETH. We got 305 buy trades, 57% of buys. With the volume though, look at that, 1.2 million in buy volume, 59% of the trade volume in buys, 1.2 million, nice, versus 855K on the sell side. So really, really cool to see that net buying. Very bullish indeed. So that is kind of the price there at the moment. Let us have a look at the update about price prediction for XEN. Crypto X-Boy provided his price prediction for XEN, and this is based for the next bull market. And of course, Jack Levin retweeted this, so I thought I'd share this. Why not? It's cool to see other people's opinions. Forever Down Coin, as it's apparently known, it will shock you. XEN Crypto, this will age well, says Crypto X-Boy, and Jack Levin retweeted it, so I thought I'll look at it as well. But you can see here that he's got the current price around 3,180, and he's talking about the price going up pretty dramatically, up 10,000%, and of course going all the way up to losing what's that? 2 zeros. Is that 2 zeros? Yeah, 2 zeros, I think it is, and of course all the way up to 0.00324 is the price. So amazing. So a third of a penny, just over a third of a penny. How about that? So I think that would make people pretty excited. That's a pretty nice move up there. You can see the price chart, of course, came all the way down. And of course, they're talking about the capturing all that in the bull market there. He's got this over 172 days as well, which is interesting. But in any case, very bullish forecast there. And we'll see how we get on there. 24,000 views on that. Pretty interesting. That's what people say about that. It's always interesting to see what they say. Fresh says it's hard to say because if supply keeps burning and we're truly deflationary, prices like 1 to 10 cents are in the cards. Crypto X-Boy says right. So a lot of people got moon boy math, of course, for predictions, and it's certainly looking positive on the upside. It is an interesting road to value. We have XEN as the medium of exchange, lots of mints coming out in the future, but then you've got all these protocols and the ecosystem building on top of it that require XEN to burn. And of course, all of them have got different things from meme coins to DGN passive income projects like DBXEN, and so it's pretty interesting there. So cool. We've got lots of different people jumping into that, so pretty neat. Let us go back to obviously that. We're going to get into how come this has been burning. We're going to have a look at that, and we can see that it's been pretty impressive. So let's go down to, I'm going to refresh this. Actually, we don't have to refresh it straight away. Yesterday's burn, for goodness sake, was 153 billion XEN. Amazing. And I said that it was looking bullish for a big burn. Bigger than the day before on the 9th. So the 10th was at 153 billion. The 9th was 131. Remember last time we had this hill where we got up to 131, came back down and got into 37.9. People that have got in here, they will be laughing themselves silly. That would be such a good entry. In any case, the market is on bullish move. Got up to 154.4. That's still the record. 154.4 billion XEN burn. Came back down only to 131 billion. And it's now up at closed yesterday 153. Now today's burn is at 23.57. So let's go have a look and refresh and see where that's up to. We've currently got 12 hours and 42 minutes to go. and of course it's Tuesday in America, Wednesday in good old New Zealand. So let's have a look at the burn here. It's 25.6 billion Zen burned already. And of course, we've got still got this 12 hours and 42 minutes to go. Now, it doesn't mean just because we've had terrific burn, doesn't mean that we'll get the same level of burn around 150 billion, but it definitely starts to accelerate in the second half of the day. We've still got about 13 hours to go on that one, so stay tuned. And we've got the Shapilla upgrade as well for the Ethereum fork with ETH withdrawals that's happening in about 21 hours or so. So that's counting down. So that definitely may have an influence on today. We'll see. As people just hold on to their ETH and stuff like that. So we will see how that goes. That is pretty much DBXEN moving along like a boss, as you can see. I think that burn chart says it all. It really is terrific. Now let's have a look at some of the other metrics. We've got total burn now almost up at some 1.6 billion, heading up towards that $5.6 million US at the current price it's in. We've got the ETH accrued in the contract 1,370 with almost $2.6 million US accrued, and so far claimed is 1,210. Just under $2.3 million, which is pretty nice. Total Zen is now up at total DXN. Where's the numbers there? Total DXN 195,852 DXN in total rewards so far. 1,834 minters have got involved in the contract. That's still climbing. Pretty cool. So today's reward this cycle, remember, goes down every single day. It's down to 9,607 DXN. So actually gets harder. That pool gets harder to get just slowly and surely every day as it goes down. So remember that. And so people are competing against that. But that is pretty much it. I guess that may put upward pressure on DXN. Talking about that, let's jump over to DXN and have a look. This is the DXN price. So yesterday it had a lot of volatility. It was down at $60.25. Now it closed the day at $70.64 with a high of $73.50. And today it is sitting at $70.44. So we'll be watching this very closely. Yesterday there was a large seller that sold down. That's kind of got us that wick. But it has bounced off this area twice now, 2 days in a row at $60.76. So it's up $10 from there. You can see that we're up 8% on 24 hours. 370 buys. So it's a lot of trades, relatively speaking, 69%. And of course, the buy volume 640K versus 505K. Liquidity is at 563K. In the top pair, and then you compare that to Zen, which has 1.5 million, so it's about a third of the liquidity. So we'll be watching that in the future too. Good sign of growth in the ecosystem there with the liquidity. Now, obviously, DXN is getting burned as well, and of course, we see that on XEN Mars. So let's have a look at the burn. So the burn at the moment is 13.55%. I think we picked out over 15%. 13.55% of the DXN has been burned. That's 195,000 DXN. So that's 13.5% of that amount, which is pretty good. And you can see that amount is 26,534 DXN has been burned. So that helps support the price chart here too. And people have been burning to get the XEN Mars meme coin. So let's see how that's going. That has had a big volatility day as well. Yesterday got all the way down to 4,461. So pretty dramatic. Is up and is currently at 6,082, but it's still down on 24-hour basis at down 5%. 252 trades is 61%, with the buy volume, sell volume competing against each other around about 150K each. Sell volume slightly winning out there, just slightly. Liquidity in the pool is much smaller, 122K. So expect more volatility from a small liquidity pool if you have gone into XEN. Remember, it does burn DXN, and it is the meme coin that's gone in here so far. Just remember that. So smaller liquidity means more volatility as well. So just take that into account. All right, so pretty cool. And remember that you get that XEN by burning at DXN. So that's how it sort of manages its inflation growth. So that's kind of cool. Let's have a look here. So we've talked about the fact that on the board here, we had a massive 153 billion burn through DXN project from, so Zen got burned 153 billion yesterday. And of course, we're already up to 26 billion or so far with 13 hours to go. So that gets us on to the total inflation. Liquidity at the moment, 8.8 trillion. And remember, we were up around 9 trillion, and we ended up, got up to 9 trillion 90 billion. So we're way down from there. we're down at 8.827 trillion here. So let's actually do a refresh just to make sure that's up with the latest. To make sure we get the latest there. Yeah, pretty similar there. So that's come down really, really well. Remember, I was sort of targeting at the minimum, targeting at about 8.750 and potentially getting down to 8.5 trillion. Is the potentiality there, but definitely 8.75, definitely doable. And we've come a long way to that, haven't we? So we're down on what 170, even more if you include the day before that, a billion Zen, and yeah, not far away, only 80 billion away from that sort of lower target of 8,750. So that's 8,750 billion. So looking really good on the supply. So liquid supply getting harder. Now we have seen staked supply go up as well. It's gone up about, depending on when you take the base, it's gone up from 20 to 50 billion. That's pretty cool too. So getting definitely staked. Now stakes come out, they come into the liquid supply. Remember that. So this is the one you'd have to look at the staking ladder, see what's coming out there. But that is basically if any of that comes out, it comes back in liquid supply. So what comes in liquid supply? Staked and minting, new mints. So far a massive decrease there. As you guys can see, we're over 9 trillion. We're now down to 8.827. So everything is heading in the right direction, and that helps to put price pressure on the chart here. It's not inevitable, but it definitely helps a lot. Obviously, there's always a chance that some whale decides to do something, and it's always in the play as well. Remember, quite a bit of Zen is actually stuck in exchanges as well. We've gone through that the other day. So let's get down into some of the cool things here. We're going to scroll down to the supplies. Have a look at total supply. This is awesome. Look at this. How dramatic is this? Down 146.4 billion on new liquidity for the 11th of April. Isn't that crazily good? New stake 46, new supply down 99. New daily burn 149.6 billion. Amazing. Now remember, not only DBXEN, but there are also obviously Zen NFTs, and then of course that burn, and then there's a couple other small projects around as well. So that's definitely out there. Now let's have a look at this pie chart as well. This is also awesome. 62.83% of Zen is now in the liquid. That's going, even with the growth of mints and everything, that's going down. That's amazing. So below 63% today, making new records every day, it seems. Really bullish. Now, like I said yesterday, maybe we're going to head to 50%. It's going to be fun to see. The burn there is up at 3.3 trillion. Isn't that awesome? And the stakes there looking nice, 1.5 trillion on that too. I'd like to see the stakes continue, because obviously it's 18% at the moment, goes down every 90 days. And of course, it only just went down to 80% about a week ago. Penalties sitting around about 2.4%. So everything that you can sort of estimate coming out in the future is probably going to have a similar percentage, probably. That won't even come to market. So let's get into the future looks. Before we do that, though, we can see that the burn line is just going up and to the right. May that continue. Obviously, it's not inevitable, but may that continue. I suggest to you, as more bigger mints come out in the future, there's likely to be bigger mint burns through here as well. We'll see how that goes, subject to ETH price and stuff. But looking pretty good. And of course, we've got a nice little uptrend in the staking also. Very cool. Let's jump into the total mints. We've got 71.7 trillion. It's expected to be minted in the future. We've had a recent burst in here of mints coming towards the back end as well, the max period. But let's have a look at the next 30 days. We've been following this pretty quickly. So 2 days ago, we had 36 billion come out. Yesterday, we think it was about 51 billion. Today, so this just come out 51 billion. So it's a little bit higher. But if we're burning 150 billion, then that's 100 billion difference, assuming no change in the staking. That's 100 billion down even further. So it gets us down, makes our total supply number up here go down even further, down into this 8.7 mark. So we'll see how we get on, but certainly looking good. We've got this window of opportunity. The other thing is, of course, by the time we get up to later in the week, we've got the 200-day moving up, but that's pretty low mints on that day actually. So I'm not too worried about that. What else? Yeah, and as I say, this is where we're looking at the moment. So we've got bigger candles in the weekends, but pretty low candles in between that's at the moment. So it's kind of cool. We've got a nice window of opportunity here, relatively speaking, all the way through for this period for the next 30 days with a couple of large candles. So there's a 162 billion. That is 140. So those obviously need to be absorbed. But at the current burn rate, that'd be pretty nice. So that's kind of cool on that. Let's go to wrap up the live stream. So the recorded video I'm doing actually. Let's go into Jack Levin, see what he's been doing as well. He's been posting stuff in the last day there. Shib Bone Community starting to buy Zen. And he's got here, Shib went to the moon, Zen Crypto's going to Mars. That's pretty positive. So that is 1 hour ago he posted that. So cool. And nice to see that. So I'm not sure what's on this blockchain, but let's have a quick look. Yeah, Bone they're buying Zen. Nice. Cool. And what else have we got from Jack? Zen is 5x off the bottom still. Mint is 10x. Yeah, so cool like that. We've seen a big jump in that. 48 minutes goes when you have Zen, you stake it for 18% APY. You stake into ZNFT, you burn it for rare ZNFT, you burn it for DXN, you sell it, and let's start another mint. So that is out as well from Jack. So that's kind of cool. We're still waiting for the roadmap to come up, of course. And we've got Zen Nights, we've got a Moon Party burning for the X1 layer chain, and you get XEN. We've got a Phoenix coming up, and we've got a Next coming up. Layer 1 protocol probably next year, and of course the LN to launch this year. So lots of stuff coming up, and lots more developers jumping in on the ecosystem to burn. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's finally check out on the dashboard here at the current mints. Let's have a look at that, what people are minting. We've had an increase of 38,600 in the global rank at the moment. Pretty interesting, right? So kind of cool. And we're up to 10.6 million on ETH. This is just ETH chain. Obviously, there's all the other chains as well, but focusing on the ETH here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Leave any comments about Zen and stuff like that. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.